I have a very simple question. Train again, not train again. I was thinking about this quite randomly, but I was like, acha, so was there a word which was called train and it had a meaning এবং এই মিনিংটার জন্য যখন ট্রেন আবিষ্কার করা হয়েছে দ্য ভেহিকল তখন ওইটাকে ট্রেন বলা হয়েছে বিকজ it had some similarities with the meaning or was it যে ট্রেন আবিষ্কার করা হয়েছে and somebody was like এই জিনিসটার আমরা র্যান্ডমলি একটা নাম দেই ট্রেন নামটা দেই you know like how you for example আমি আমার বিড়ালের নাম দিছি কুটু I don't know if kutu has a meaning but I just randomly gave it the name because I just wanted to so I was kind of curious about this and the other thing is yeah I've been wanting to make videos for a while but I've never done it so I was like fuck it I'll turn this into a video and I did some research and this is going to be a very short video and turns out basically the word train it comes from old French which comes from a slang of Latin. I'm not going to try to pronounce them but here are some snippets of them and here is also a pronunciation of someone saying
traîner,
which used to mean to pull and eventually it evolved to mean to pull something that is connected in a series. So the word actually existed beforehand. And by the way, if you're hearing background noise, I live in a really crowded area. Traffic jam এবং আশেপাশের construction সবসময় শোনা যায়. It is what it is. আচ্ছা যাই হোক, so yeah. In fact, the first train wasn't called a train. It was called the Puffing Devil. And here's a picture of the Puffing Devil. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But that leaves you with a question. What does training mean? Because train, that was named after the concept of train, which means to pull something that is connected in a succession, right? In fact, that's also where the phrase train of thought comes from. It doesn't come from trains because I always thought you know trains connected কতগুলো সেকশন আছে একসাথে যাইতেছে ট্রেন অফ থটও এরকম যে অনেকগুলো থটের মতো একটা ট্রেন but না it comes from the idea in a succession there are a lot of thoughts so basically they were both named train from the old French word
traîner,
but training it also comes from the same word from the Latin slang archy but it kind of split off in a way I'm not sure about this but the thing is Wiktionary and based on my research they're listed as two separate words ChatGPT told me that they do not have the same origin but they kind of do so what I'm assuming is yeah basically the word evolved to mean two different things
traîner,
থেকে there was one thing যেটা used to mean to pull things in succession whereas there was another word
trainen,
which also came from
traîner,
but that used to mean to pull or to draw and I think that evolved to mean to pull weights to draw weights when someone exercises and that turned into training so yeah that's basically it